guys, my name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup.misfit, and I'm coming at you with an update for Panic Solitaire. I'm really excited about this one. So you guys, if you don't know, I'm working on the Rose Quartz palette from Huda Beauty. Now this is an ongoing project for me, but I did roll in this palette, I want to say it was 2 months ago now. And I switched out from the Mercury Retrograde palette from Huda. So this is now the palette that I am working on. So I rolled in my very first single, like I said, I think it was 2 months ago, and that was the shade Radiate. So my goal is just to hit pan on that, and then I will roll in my duo, hit pan on both of those 2 shades, roll in my trio, hit pan on all 3 shades, and then go back to a single until every pan in this palette has been hit. Now, like I said, Radiate was rolled in a couple months ago. That was the first single that I had. This is that shade right here, and I think you can see it, but I hit pan in that shade this morning. So I was actually wanting to film this update yesterday, but I never got around to doing it. So I told myself I would do it today because I'm putting this up tomorrow. And when I went to go reach for the shade today, using it as my transition shade, which I normally do, I hit pan. So I was so excited and happy that I actually waited the day to film this update so I can actually roll in my duo with you guys, do it on camera, because I believe I mentioned it last update, but if I do happen to hit pan on and complete the shades that I need to be able to roll in the next set, if it's well before the update, I will just continue to do it and screen record and show you guys, because I don't necessarily want this project to be put on pause, even though it's going to be a super chill project for me. I don't want to necessarily feel like I have to stop working on the palette. I would just like to continue to roll in the new shades as I go, and then I will show you that when it happens. So you may not always see me rolling in the new shades on camera, but today you will. So there's 18 shades in here. So I'm going to randomize a 1 through 18, but we are going to skip over, 1 through 17, because we're just going to skip over this and not include it. So I have my other phone here that I randomize my stuff on. So I'm going to pull up that app, and we're going to find it. All right, so 1 through 17. We're rolling in 2 shades, so let's see what we get. Number 1 and number 13. Okay, I'm super curious. Let's see what these shades are. If I can open the palette. So number 1 is called Quartz. That is this shade right here. So let me... Oh, I did that on the wrong hand. We're going to swatch it. It's got a little bit of a shimmer to it. It's super pretty. So that's shade 1 and shade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is Mantra, which is a dark shade. Oh goodness. I had a really hard time with Vortex from the Mercury Retrograde palette because it was a dark shade and I don't really reach for them, but I'll probably use this on my lower lash line as a liner, maybe the smallest amount in the outer corner. I just find because I have really small eyes and they're hooded that any dark shades tend to just make my eyes look really small, and I don't like how it looks on me personally. So these 2 shades might be in here for a while. I may be on my duo for quite a bit, but it is what it is. That's what I rolled, so that's what we're going to go with. So again, we have Quartz and we have Mantra, so hopefully we can make this work. I will definitely still continue to use Radiate. Just because I have finished it off does not mean that I'm done working on the shade. I do like using it as, this is it right here, as my transition. So I will probably continue to do that, especially with some of the other shades that I've been working on. It is right here. It's very light, but I actually really enjoy it, like I said, in my crease. And then I tend to kind of blow it out sometimes with another shade that's similar to this that I'm working on. I just kind of blow out the edges with it. But I really do like that shade. So I had really enjoyed working on it. I was super excited when I hit pan this morning. So I am ready to move on and work on these 2. I can still use the palette for other shades if I want to. I don't have to wait until they're rolled in here to actually use them. So if I do feel like dipping into another shade or two, I thought it was holding it upside down. If I want to dip into another shade or two, I absolutely can. It's just going to give it a little bit of extra usage before I roll it into this project. Now, I kind of stopped keeping track of my usages for Radiate. I have mentioned I'm not very good at remembering to actually track my usage, so I will try, but I can't guarantee that I'm going to have any numbers whatsoever for you between now, next update, and when I actually do hit pan. But I will try my best. Again, no promises, but it is what it is. So that's what this update's looking like. I'm really excited. Like I said, at least we're going into the winter time. It is fall. It's October, the end of the month already. So this is kind of a good time for this shade to be rolled in. At least it's not being rolled in like the springtime, because I would never reach for it at that point. So I feel like this is the time I would get most use on it, or like December, January. It might still be in there at that point, who knows? But I'm actually happy that I have this in now. Get it worked on, get it out of the way, unlike Vortex, which was my very last trio in that palette. So anyways, that is it. I'm really excited about it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys all later. Bye.